Okay, so let's talk about this news that just pretty much sounds amazing to hear. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on the social medias on the should be on the screen here, maybe below me. And that's that Sam Raimi is open to the possibilities of a Spider-Man 4. Now, as we know, there was a Spider-Man 4 movie that was planned after Spider-Man 3, and then a bunch of shits happened after the reception for Spider-Man 3. Sony wanted to do different things, but there was still that concept out there, and apparently we were going to get Black Cat, who was sort of introduced in the first films, and we were also going to have Vulture as a villain. Eventually, we did get Vulture as a villain in a Spider-Man film. That wouldn't be until Homecoming and 2 Spider-Man films later and 3 appearances later. 4. 3? Let's just keep going. So, pretty much this is news today that Sam Raimi is open to the idea of doing a Spider-Man 4 if it's allowed to. He says that the multiverse that Marvel has pretty much put out there now pretty much opens that idea that this can happen, and this is actually something we could definitely see. We also heard one of the screenwriters for Spider-Man talk about this as well when they were discussing the film's legacy and its 20th anniversary, saying that they would love to see Tobey return, especially after what we saw from Spider-Man No Way Home and the reception he got. There's definitely something there to tell, and we could definitely see a story with a 40-year-old Spider-Man, which I think would be great. I think like a very done Spider-Man who just comes back and is trying to like get back into the swing of things. So I definitely am excited for this news if it turns out to be true. I will be making a video talking about what I possibly would want to see on Spider-Man 4 if they were to do this. It sounds more possible at this point to see Spider-Man 4 than the Amazing Spider-Man 3. We recently heard Andrew Garfield talk about he's sort of looking to retire from acting for a bit. Not really retire, that's not the word, but take a break. So I think that Tobey might be the next Spider-Man we see on the big screen and give him one more film. That was supposed to happen, by the way. It was in the books and it was going to happen. It was close, I think, also. Like, they were already like starting to talk about getting it done and all of that, but of course, didn't go through. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the Spider-Man 4. Is that something you'd be open to see, or do you think that it should be done? The third one ended perfectly, and this No Way Home was the closure. Let me know what you think below. But that's going to do it for me. As always, if you're already subscribed to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out my other videos I do as well on all the stuff you love. I also have a Twitter and a TikTok down below. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. Comment below your thoughts and opinions on Spider-Man 4. What do you think? Would you want that or not? And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Check out the video on the left when it appears. And as always, stay safe, stay positive.